Hello everyone, how are you all doing? So today's video is actually going to be all about gear and the gear that I use for YouTube filming. Basically what I purchased myself to start up my channel. I do want to make this video really quick, so I will only pretty much tell you the positive points of the things that I like, because honestly there really is no negatives, and I'm not being paid for any of these products, any of this content. I just simply think my setup is pretty good and easy if someone were to start up a YouTube channel. So let's get right into it. We'll start with the camera that I vlog with and I film pretty much all of my YouTube videos with. I'm using the Canon EOS M50 mirrorless camera, and I absolutely love this camera. I'm going to display the prices for everything in Canadian dollars in text, because I have to go look back and make sure that I have the right prices for everything. But I absolutely love this camera. I bought it because it's super small and it's not as heavy as, say, my bigger cameras. And the main reason why I got it was because it has such high reviews on the autofocus. So when you're vlogging and you're facing yourself, oh my gosh, it's amazing, the autofocus. And the swivel LCD screen is the best. I absolutely love this, and I think that makes this camera stand out as one of the best YouTube vlogging cameras. Let me tell you a few of the specs about this camera. Again, I'm not going to go over everything, but these are just the main basic things that everybody probably wants to know. So it is a 24.1 megapixel mirrorless camera. I've also used the kit lens that just comes with it. I haven't bought any lenses for it yet, but I will down the road. And the reason why I haven't is because I have my other cameras and other lenses that I actually use those ones for, say, like the B-roll. I still use this one for B-roll and those types of shots, but just because I have other cameras, that's what I use to kind of get those really nice, dreamy B-roll scenes. Or at least that's what I try to do, and I try to practice on those ones. And I have a huge selection of lenses for those cameras. Records 4K, UHD, and HD video. It has the 3-inch vari-angle touchscreen LCD, and it's absolutely is just amazing. Honestly, I love it. It's like a camera that if you're new to video, you seriously can just take it out of the box, set it up, put it into video mode, and there you go. You are basically creating all your own videos. The one thing that I will say, the con about it, is that it's almost too easy, that it makes me not want to learn anymore about video, because I can just simply set it up and press record and it gets the job done. If you are a Canon shooter, I definitely recommend this camera, but if you shoot Nikon or Sony or Fuji or whatever, I'm pretty sure that they have something that is equivalent to this that is just amazing. So for my mic setup, I actually switch between two mics, and it depends if I'm actually outside or inside, and it really depends on the weather too. So when I'm doing my indoor videos and outdoor videos, I'm using the Rode Wireless and Go setup. This thing is amazing. That's what I have right now, but I have a lav that I bought for this. Oh, I probably shouldn't touch it. It's gonna make the noise really loud. Yes, I have a lav that I bought for this mic, but it's another setup that honestly you just plug in, turn on, and it works right away, and you don't have to put any thought into it. I love this mic setup. It's a little bit more on the pricier side for a beginner, I would say, but I think it's worth it. I definitely think if you're gonna go, you're probably gonna want something like this down the road, so you may as well kind of shell out those few $100s at the beginning, because it's definitely a good product. Honestly, it's amazing. I don't know much about it because it's so good that you do just plug it in and go. That's what all I can tell you is it'll work right out of the box, and you're not gonna have to fuss around with it. It has the two pieces to it. You have the one that you connect somewhere on your body, and you can actually, well, since I'm using the lav, I run the wire up through and attach it to my clothes, but you can actually attach like the main piece up here. I just find that it's a little bit too big and bulky, and that's actually why I bought the lav for this, because I wanted something that was a little bit more discreet. And then it also comes with the little fuzzy dead cat as well, if you were just to use the microphone on its own without the lav, if you needed the dead cat to help with cutting wind down. And then the other piece attaches to your camera and plugs in right into the side, and it's tiny, it's compact, and it's absolutely amazing. And again, it just works right out of the box. The microphone that I actually started with is this little unit right here, and it is super inexpensive. I think I paid $60 or $80 for it at the time. I don't know what it is now, but this is also another microphone from Rode, and it is awesome as well. I always keep just the little dead cat on it because I'm usually outside with this one, but this is what the piece looks like. That it sits on your camera, and then you plug it into the side, and it's great. I think this is a really good beginner microphone. It works straight out of the box. Again, there's no crazy setup. You just plug it in and you go. And it's definitely a lot more inexpensive than the other one that I'm using, this one. But I find that well, I don't find that. This is true. If you're using a microphone like this, it's directional, so it points right at your face. So if you turn or you move, you will hear your voice, become quieter or louder as you speak while you're moving. That's why I love this option, and why I think just right away, if you're starting YouTube, shell out the more money for the better microphone, because you're gonna want it anyways. But this is a good alternative if you don't have the funds. This is amazing. I still use this. I just don't use it all the time anymore. Next up is a tripod, and basically what I'm using for my tripod is, since I'm a landscape photographer, I already have tripods. But I backed up the Peak Design travel tripod when it came out on Kickstarter, and I actually hate it. I think it's a horrible tripod for using it for landscape photography, but it's actually perfect for this. So that's what I've been using. I set it up inside, and it's probably going to be my main tripod for doing this type of work. Actually, I'm going to start looking around for a better alternative for a tripod to take with me vlogging. I want something that is just a lot more compact, small, and lightweight, and just doesn't have as many components as a regular tripod does. So I don't exactly have the best recommendation for a tripod, but if you're a landscape photographer, or if you're any type of photographer doing this sort of YouTube video work, you likely already have a tripod that you can start filming with. Anyways, I have seen so many people talking about how they want to start a YouTube channel, and I totally think that you should, and I hope that this kind of gives you a little bit of an idea of what you can use or what you could purchase to get started. These are all amazing products. Again, I'm not associated with any of them. I just think they were really good buys, and so far it has helped me out in my YouTube creating video journey. As always, I'm going to share some random images with you at the end of the video. And yeah, I'm going to Death Valley soon, so I hope this is going to be pre-recorded and will come out while I'm in Death Valley, but I hope that I can get one more video out, but I might miss a week in December simply because I'm just traveling around right now. As always, please subscribe and like this video. I love your guys' support so far, and I hope that you're enjoying these shorter videos. I will talk to you next week. Bye!